Hello, everyone. So we haven't been live for a little while here. I'm going to update you as to why. I'm going to double check my connection here and make sure that this location handles the streaming fairly well. So I've got great download speeds, but not very good upload speeds. So if you can give me a thumbs up if you can hear me and see me okay, that would be very helpful at this point. I see Forever Best Friend has joined us this morning. Hi, Charlie Grace. It appears to be coming through okay. My video appears not to be lagging, and audio seems okay. My good buddy Aaron has joined. How's Florida treating you guys? All right, Scenic Driveways, welcome. All right, well, we'll get started just here in a second. So we haven't been live for a while, and there were a few things that happened that were unfortunate and caused us to miss Mayberry. There's some negative to that and positive to that as well. We followed along remotely, so we didn't get to hang out with everybody, but we did get to basically follow along a bit. Somebody here to pick up something? Is this the fridge now? Oh, I thought they already got it. All right, we got some people coming here. I'm probably gonna have to move my location. Move my big location here so I'm out of the way.
How you doing? Very good.
Sorry, I'm a little late.
That's okay.
Let's go down here. So, kind of giving away a little bit of a spoiler. All right. I see Full-Time Dream. How are you guys? So the first update here, we're done with full-time travel. Not full-time RV living. We'll explain that in just a second. Full-time RV travel. The reason why is because we have purchased a property that I'm sitting on the front porch right now. It's a home and a shop and 26 acres. So I'll give you all the details, or actually not many of the details. I'll give you some of the hints today, and then we will be covering the entire improvement that we do to the property over the next 6 months as we do those improvements. So let's take you back for those of you that haven't been on our channel before. We started our journey about 2.5 years ago. So Pause and Effects is the name of the channel, and we really kind of winged it, if you will. We just kind of tested the market by putting our home on Airbnb in St. Louis to see what would happen. And many of you that have been following us know our house became basically rented completely full quickly. So we went to full-time living almost unexpectedly. And we did that full-time living for the most part for the first 6 months. And we got in our house a little bit here and there whenever there was a break in rentals. And we had a coffee shop in the St. Louis area. So we decided to sell our coffee shop, and it took us a few months to do that so that we could truly go full-time. And so we did that in October of 2018, and we've been pretty much full-time travel, about 80 to 90% travel. We kept our house. We would come back and block it out for family vacations and holiday traditions and things like that. During this time, our channel was really primarily focused on dogs and travel content and doing lots of positive things. So cleaning up beaches, helping out dog rescues, and other types of charities along the way.
Okay. Gotcha.
And then,
Change for chance?
do I have change? How much change? 10? Yeah, I've got 10.
In the wallet?
Oh, my wallet's right here. There you go. All right. She's wheeling and dealing stuff. 2 5s, I think. There you go.
Okay. There you go.
ARV on the Wayside, thanks for coming in, and thanks for the invite to join your session Saturday night. If we're not doing something with our property here, we will definitely be on that live. So just updating everybody kind of on the history. So the first year, that's really what we focused on: dogs, travel. We went out to the West Coast, did all kinds of stuff. We actually ended up purchasing a couple motorcycles. So our channel kind of morphed into motorcycle riding as well. As you know, we started the channel really as more of a video diary, if you will, with a focus on charities and paying it forward. There was no intention, and there still really is no intention or goal of monetization or making a living off of YouTube. But as we have fun with the channel and do different things, and we connect with people like yourself, we're definitely enjoying that aspect of it. So whatever comes of it, whatever comes of it, basically. We don't get to spend as much time, or we don't choose to spend as much time on the channel, promoting it, keeping things scheduled. Tried it a couple of times. It just didn't work out with our lifestyle. There's my beautiful wife behind me. And so
Doorbell works.
doorbell works. There you go. All right. So where was I? All right. So that was a year in. We kind of changed the channel to that. 2019, we changed it, added some, not really changed it. We just expanded it to include motorcycle type of footage. And we do that content along with the dog content and travel content. And so coming into 2020, everything kind of changed a little bit with the pandemic. And then more so with the social unrest. So you probably hear some trucks going by on the road out front. We live on a country road here. It does have some traffic, but not usually that much. Kind of surprising there's that much traffic going by. So anyway, because of the social unrest, we lived in St. Louis City. The pandemic and the social unrest caused the Airbnb to drop off. We were worried about the market dropping off or continuing to be able to rent it as well, and also just general safety in St. Louis City. So we put our house up for sale right before we went on a 6-week road trip with our grandkids. We got a huge offer. We sold it in the first few days. And so we've been truly full-time living in our motorhome for the last, since August 3rd, so about 2.5 months. And so we planned to live as long as it took to find the right property. We were primarily looking for raw property that we were going to basically develop and build from scratch. And so some of you may be aware, we went out all the way to Knoxville area, Sevierville, Maryville, Tennessee. We looked in lots of places in central Tennessee. And then we finally found this place in Big Sandy, Tennessee. So we just closed on it the day before yesterday. So it's our second day here. Going to give you some highlights. It's 26 acres. It's got a creek running through it. It's only about a 20-something-year-old house, but it was built by the owner, not really up to code. There was some roof issues. So it's pretty much going to be a full remodel for us. So we're still going to be full-time living, but not full-time travel in our motorhome for some period of time. And we've got a nice shop in the back too that we'll show you in some videos coming up. And so a couple other things that I wanted to tell you about. So we missed Mayberry for really the main reason. We had 2 family members right on the same time that were exposed to the coronavirus. So we had to quarantine. They ended up testing positive. But the fact that we were quarantining and closing on the house yesterday, basically that's the reason why we ended up canceling Mayberry. And it's really a good thing we did, because we had quite a bit of activity the last 5 or 6 days leading up to closing on the home. So we would have been pretty stressed had we been there, except we really hated to miss meeting most of you. We do plan at this point, tentative plans to attend next year. However, our plans change quickly and fast. Hopefully this will slow that down a little bit. We still will be doing some travel. We plan to go to Port Aransas, Texas in January to spend some time on the beach. You can see one of our appliances heading out the door right there. And Erin, where's your girl? She's actually in the nice air conditioning right now. So we got the generator running on the RV. That's a couple of things we're going to do right off the bat is replace the roof, upgrade the electrical service to 200 amp, and put in a RV electric. So we'll be doing that in the next little bit here. We'll give more tips and hints on what we're going to be doing. We're going to cover as much of that, get as much footage of the remodel process of the house as well as continued motorcycle rides in the area, as well as dog footage as the dogs play and we take them to do stuff here in kind of central Tennessee. All right, let's see. Explain the property. Okay, so I'll give you a couple of hints on the property. As I said, it's 20-something years old. It was actually built by the father of the couple that lived here, the father-in-law of the woman that we bought it from. The father-in-law actually lived right across the street, but he's passed now. And this home was built, I think, as a weekend getaway for the son and daughter-in-law to come and visit. And then when they retired, they eventually moved here. Now there's a heartbreak story that goes along with this, and the reason why everything's in disarray here with the house. It's kind of heartbreaking story that I'll tell a little bit more in some videos coming up. But the inside is going to be pretty much completely gutted. We'll do a lot of work to the outside as well. We'll take you along with that as well. Let's see here. Talk about a journey again. So where does that really leave us is what I wanted to cover now. Where does this leave us now that we've got property? So I think I hinted on that a little bit. We're still going to travel, but it'll be more like a typical month, 2-week weekend type vacation and getaways over the time that we're here. We've got lots of plans with this property. We look forward to sharing it with you as we do it. If you have any questions here on this chat, I'll stay on here for a few more minutes, but there's quite a bit of work to get to, as well as have to do my day job. So I'm kind of taking breaks in between this and that. So RV on the Wayside is another channel that's actually joined in here today. They sent us a note the other day about
Thanks, guys.
joining them Saturday. And so Saturday, I'm not sure at the time, if you're still on here, RV on the Wayside, if you can put that in, I think it's around 6 p.m. Central Time, maybe 7 Eastern Time. They do a live stream, and we are going to be trying to join that and meet and communicate and update some of you on our progress there, as well as staying tuned with some videos that we'll have coming out. Right now, next up, that my wife's patiently waiting for me to get off of here to do is a pet fence. So we're going to put in a pet fence for the invisible fence for our dogs so they can actually run freely. Presley has never been able to really run freely except in a small enclosed backyard in St. Louis. So she'll have much more room here to run freely and play outside and have a little bit more freedom and not be on the leash all the time. So thanks, Full-Time Dream. We are pretty excited about it. It's going to keep us active, getting a lot of exercise, doing a lot of the work. And I think Aaron says, can I park your rig on 26 acres? Yeah, absolutely. I'll put you to work. But we're going to put in enough connections to have our friends here as well. Yeah, I think you just said that. While you're adding a 50 amp service, you might as well add a second one. So we will have one where the RV sitting over by the garage, and then we've got another driveway that comes in here right by where the electric feed in, and I'll most likely have a plug in there as well. I'm not going to most likely not put sewer over there, but we'll have a plug in. Hello, Endless RVing. Thanks for coming in. All right, so that's it. So not really, I mean, it's a huge change, but it doesn't mean we're out of the RV lifestyle, because we're still going to be full-time living in our motorhome for, we're guessing, we're doing most of the work ourselves. We're doing the 200 amp upgrade. Obviously, you have to have a licensed electrician do that and get permits. So we got the permits pulled, got an electrician coming Saturday to do that upgrade, and then we'll have 200 amp service. I'll do the rest of the electrical work through the house. I'll put the line into the shop. And then we're also getting a roof done. It's a metal roof. I'm not a metal roofer, and I don't really like being up on the roof, honestly. So I've got a buddy of mine he owns his own metal roofing business, and he'll do that. Once those two things are done, it's pretty much Chris and I gutting the inside, redoing everything on the inside, even taking out some doors and windows and moving them around, re-siding probably the outside. We'll have to do some work on the deck here as well, but not replace it. And then lots of things to do on the property. So we're going to clear back to our creek and put in a bunch of stuff back there. And we're going to make this like our own campground, so we can have campfires every night, all that type of stuff. So we felt like instead of having a house in the city and wanting to get out and camp all the time, why not just have a house where we can camp and have campfires and we put in plenty of hiking trails through here. We got ideas for a haunted trail for Halloween, not this year, maybe next year, but we're pretty excited about it. So we hope you follow along. Give us your feedback. Let us know what you would do with the house as you see things, what we're going to do with it. So we appreciate that, because we are not experts in anything that we're going to be doing. I've done some plumbing, electrical in the past. I've done finishing of basements, things like that. But we're probably going to come up with a lot of things that we haven't done here. And we'll be looking for tips and tricks from all of you. Thanks, Aaron. And we're glad it worked out too. I see the Stidham Family Gospel. Hey, thanks for coming in. We are going to wrap it up fairly quickly. We usually stay live a little bit longer, but I'm chomping at the bit to get back to work here. Stay tuned keep your eye out for some upcoming videos. I captured our day yesterday, which was some chores around here, as well as getting some tractors and lawnmowers ordered for this place. So you guys can basically tune in maybe once a week if I can get around to updating at least one small video. It might not even be heavily edited, but just to keep you up to speed on the progress of the property here. In the meantime, I'll also be releasing some of our dog and travel footage that I've got backed up. So I probably got a dozen to 2 dozen videos that I haven't completed yet, just over the last year. Aaron knows what I'm talking about. You get a lot of content backed up, and you just don't have time to get it out the door, if you will. So with that, unless anyone has any questions before I go, I wish everybody a happy Thursday. And if I don't see you beforehand, I'm planning on seeing you on RV on the Wayside this Saturday evening. Let's see, let me double check here, make sure I didn't miss anything in chat. I did miss something. What's that about, dude? You want me to do my beard? I'm not gray anywhere else. I'm just bald. But my hair's normal color up here, but my beard has been gray for a long time. Let's see, anything else here? I'm going through. I missed RV Ashes in April. Hey, thanks for coming in, guys. Just double checking chat before we go here. There's Brian, V&D Crafts. He's got a great channel, great guy, Brian. And see, you have so many amazing ideas. It sounds like so much fun. Yeah, we're going to have fun with it. That's for sure. Yep, just a couple dozen videos behind. All right, guys, I'm going to get back to work here. Appreciate you coming in and checking in on the updates. One last update I forgot to mention. Those of you that follow along know that we had a family member a few months ago that was having addiction problems and has been for years and years and years. We did an intervention and it did not work. Well, update on that. They entered rehab on their own just about 2.5 weeks ago. So we're hoping for a fantastic change on that topic. So lots of good news been going on for us, except for missing Mayberry. And we thank you for joining in. We appreciate any thoughts and prayers for that one family member that's going through a tough period right now, but maybe it will have a very positive outcome, hopefully. All right, guys. Erin says hi. She says hi. She's ready to do the dog fence now. So I'm going to go, guys. We'll see you later.